Alright, hello and welcome to the stream. So, today I'm gonna be working on a little bit of a Wild West route. It's possible you've seen it before on one of my previous streams. So, now I'm actually going to work on it. Which means having to do stuff. Right, I'm not having any particular plan again like usual, but let's just try to do the usual stuff that I do, and that's improvising. So this end of the route definitely needs signals and a few more fixes, and I would say that it's pretty much just ready to go. And I can focus on the other end of the route. So I'm gonna start with the track ends here. I'm gonna place them down. I'm not gonna be naming them yet because I haven't yet figured out the names for any of the town. Well, I actually did figure out the towns, but I didn't figure out the what are they called? These industries and farms. Right, I think that's all of them. Hello, Svedar. Welcome to the stream. So, let's try to work things out. I'm gonna need signals as well. And I'm also gonna have to use some what are they called? Uh Junction levers, that's it. I can't remember anything for shit right now. Now the most funny part will be to try and figure out where to put signals and in a way that it would be good. I don't want them like too far deep in the forest. I just want them somewhere like around the most prominent places, I would say. Actually, I'm gonna have exit signal there and then exit signal here. I'm gonna have a signal there. I'm gonna have signal there and there, like I did there. Hmm. No signal there, but I could definitely use a exit signal over here. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hmm. Hello, Marcel. Welcome. I was not expecting you, to be honest. But I'm happy that you turned up. Anyways, as I was saying, oh, that's not exactly nice what the truck is doing here, is it now? There we go, that's better. Okay. In the meantime, I guess you guys can like try and figure out how should I name some of the industries. There's the paper industry that needs a name, the general goods industry that needs a name, and some details. The farm needs a name, and the orange plantation needs a name. Huh. It's always fun to name stuff, mainly when you have genuinely no idea. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Yes, like that. Good. This is the mainline junction lever that I'm using over here. Yes, good place and good place as well. Very nice. So it's gonna be like that. That's a double track over there. And the split over here. Yes, this is good. Okay. On this side there is a junction lever there that over there connects to the city. This is a main line here, so definitely needs junctions. Set to the correct position as well. Now, none of these tracks actually is like fully mainline, but I'm gonna try and get it to be the go-through track that's here. And in this junction is gonna be on this. Actually, no, gonna be on this side. It's gonna be pointed that way. Yes, like that. And on this over here, it's gonna be the same thing. This side pointing that way. So that's the main line. Striker Piper Industry. Alright. Sure. That sounds good. I'll be using that. But firstly, let's finish off the junction. So this is a yard here, so I'm gonna switch to the yard junctions. Like this. Alright. There should be here, yes. Okay. That, and that's good there. And now that means all of these are basically set. I'm gonna place some signals here as well. Just a few to get the traffic smoothed out a bit and the flow be quite nicer. It's gonna be signals there. Not gonna be placing signal there and not there either. I'm gonna place actually, where should I place the signal? In here? That's gonna be Okay, I'm placing signal here and like that, and over here on this side, and I'm gonna place the signal like that over here for this track, and probably before the bridge on this track. Actually, I can put it in here for that track, and over here it will be there. That looks good. That quite fits. Right, I did use a lot of invisible signals as well. I'm gonna be doing that again, but not in a way that the mainline traffic is gonna be directed by them, unless in like stations or just not important stuff. Kirk's General Goods, could be, that sounds good. Sounds quite good, I like that. So I definitely have to name all the junctions and the signals as well. Alright, so the yard here. It's gonna have a invisible signal over here. And from this side as well. And there's gonna be a signal here and here. Will there be a signal from other direction? No, not on here. Not in here. But there's a signal from this direction there. That's just invisible signals here. None of the tracks are passing tracks, so I'm not gonna be doing any invisible signals there. However, I am gonna place a invisible signal this direction, and I'm gonna place a normal signal this direction. However, I'm gonna place it a bit sooner over there, like that. Nice. And I'm gonna place an invisible signal here. I don't want to have an invisible signal on the main line. Just to not hinder the traffic. Alright, so that basically does the signals in this area. You can pretty much like see that this part of the map is just empty, it's just forest. And yeah, that's just passing through or looping around, while all the industries are just connecting over here within the loop. So yeah. So Svedar was here. Striker paper industry, definitely gonna be doing that. So let's actually start with that. I believe this is the paper. Yep, it is. So Striker paper industry. I'm gonna be only naming them. I'm not gonna be actually this could work for general goods. Kirk's general goods, or actually Kirk's goods factory. That will work better. Now the paper industry over here will work much nicer, I think, I believe, and actually I can put the entire log processing into this place as well. Right, so let's take a look. Basically, logs need to be delivered. Outcome is lumber and wood chips. I'm thinking. You could deliver the logs, load the lumber, load the wood chips. But I would rather put wood chips to a different track that's like sidelined here. Because this was originally supposed to be the general goods factory, but I've detailed this one much better and much more in a way to be of the general goods. So yeah, I'm thinking I might drop the paper idea completely. I'll see about this industry yet. I will firstly decorate it and then I will choose what to do with it. Which leaves the farm and plantation. Oh, what names do we need here? Hello Kango and hello Sharedice. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this plantation is probably the laggiest place of the entire route. Just because of these little trees. And I haven't even put any more details into here yet. So that's fun. But I'm down to 25-30 FPS in here. So that's gonna be interesting. I might have to cut some of this out. Make it smaller. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just gonna copy the forest from here. So with the textures, and I'm gonna cut out some of the plantations here. Just to save the lag on everyone's computers, including mine. And I missed a little bit of this one here. Alright, it's gone. So yeah, I think this is better. It's still laggy, but not as much, and I'm actually maintaining 30 FPS now, so that's good. My internet is starting to drop frames. Please don't do that, it's not fun. Orange tree, so the trees don't have loading. They do have, but I placed so many of them in the one location that yeah, all of them were at the highest basically. But yeah, I managed to get the 5 FPS back now, so that's good. So yeah, I need a name for the orange plantation. What should that be? Be right back, excuse. Okay. Maybe you could use a different shop spline for the ones further back. I don't know. Do I even have anything like that? I don't really want to download stuff on the stream. I don't have any on any tree spline that's oranges, so that's fun. As for this, not really. Since, yeah, there isn't anything much over here when it comes to orange. I will have to download something, but I'm not really in mood of doing that right now. Internet, please function. Dropping 12%, that's wonderful. Orange blossom spatial reference to a famous train. Interesting. Squares orange industry. Could be. Let's do that. I'm gonna just copy the name because that's the question, guys. How much lag is there on your side? Just so I know just how bad the internet's going today at this time of the day. Barely any anymore. Okay, interesting. All right. I like that. I like the sound of that. Right. The farm needs a name as well. It's wishy-washy, but not much. The croissant is for you. Shopping, yay, 13% now. It's slowly increasing, just like always. This industry here will be interesting to work with. We'll need short trains, not long. It will not accommodate long trains. Now let's connect up the tracks. Gonna cut the track there. Now which one of you are straight and which one? What? Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's cut you and up. I see which one. Cut you and connect you up. Very good. Cut you. Do this. This one is straightened, this one isn't. Alright. It's always good to check like that. I'm gonna do that later over here. Right, because industry equals orange plantation. Farm. But still, how is it? I like the dirt paths connecting the fields with the edges. Oh, thank you. I tried. Sheena's factory? Maybe I don't see this as a lot of lag because Strange is quite laggy for my... I see. Fair enough, I guess. What about runaround tracks? Well, that's like the interesting part. You're gonna have to... Well, basically, there's two loops in here. You can either reverse out the entire way into the city or run on the loop to be oriented correct way. That's up to you. There are, of course, some runaround tracks. At the plantation, there is. And over here in this industry, there is a runaround track. Now that's up to you, whether you want to do it or not. The logging industry also has 2 tracks. Actually 3. So yeah. But it's basically 2 big loops. So how you're gonna go about it is pretty much up to you. By the way, I did notice your Christmas hat. You did? Alright, nice. Right, I am Bag. Welcome back, Bag. One more thing in here that I want. Will I be transporting grain? No, I don't think I will. No, I will not. Alright, I'm not gonna be doing any grain loading. How do I name the farm? Did you know that Santa Claus, in his Riding Across the Sky form at least, is very much derived from Odin? Really? Alright. I hadn't before, but I did see today. Very subtle. Yep. I believe that I did mention this in the last train stream, but I'm unsure. Well, I don't know either. I kind of stopped watching the last train stream because of having quite a lot of buffering on my side, because haha, my internet can't even enjoy shit anymore, I guess. Right. How to name this farm? Actually, you know what? It's gonna be Svedar's farm. Gonna be Brand's orange plantation. I'm gonna be renaming all of this. Cornelius logging. I'm gonna keep that because of this one beautiful sign that I found. I'm gonna keep that as the only one. Southland's gonna stay. Just a town name. Narrow Ridge can stay as well. Coldwater can stay. All right. Cursed Goods Factory is going to be Paradise Goods. Because why not? Free advertising? Will you put me in one of the trees again? I don't know, but I've already have like 5 Easter eggs in here. I think 1 object and... Hold on. 1, 2, 3... 4... 4 or 5 animals. To find them is going to be up to you. Now each one of them is representing something completely different, and I have to yet figure out what the other 3 have to represent. But I have to. Right, I'm gonna use this platform again, but I'm gonna take the one that yeah, this one has the wrap, so both. Yes, okay, good. And I'm gonna place it over here. Along this, I need the postcards to get an idea of the spacing between them. Like this. quite a nice gem of this route, and Kango Fango has seen it earlier today when I was working on it, is the two bridges and basically a 3-track cross-section. The stream is dropping 14% now, wonderful. Well, so like, first you need to go to the Objects tab on the right, press the P, here, so then click on the object in question, to type in the name you want. God damn it. Also save this process, but it's... I'll also suggest to save after this lengthy process, but there's an option. Hope it was helpful. Also, thanks for the name. Funny boy today, Arya. Let's fix... Oh yeah, that's right. Fix that in height. So this place here was quite fun to build. And it's gonna be interesting seeing people traveling in here. There's one Easter egg very close to this. I'm not gonna show it, but it's here, very close to this. And to be honest, I kinda forgot where I even put some of the Easter eggs already. So that's gonna be fun. Thankfully, thankfully, I don't have the object names and stuff like that enabled right now. So you will not see them on the map anywhere here. That's for sure. No, I don't know what you're talking about. It looks quite fun. Alright. It's gonna be interesting to really drive over this. The internet is just awful. I'm looking at it now. It's 2 megabytes. Not even that. Oh my. Hold on, just to give an idea of how things are looking again tonight is like this. Oh, now you're stable. Nope, never mind. There you go. Yeah, you see just how bad the internet is. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be going by the golden rule. Unless it's 20%, I'm streaming. Right, I'm gonna keep those invisible signals in here. Right, I'm probably gonna start naming them as well. Or naming all of this actually, but I'm gonna firstly start naming the junctions. So currently this logging is all basically set up. Now this is gonna be Southland Forest Split. Southland Forest Y. And I'm gonna go for the world orientation on this, which is east. East. This is south. Alright. So it's gonna be west over here once I get that done and expand it a bit further. Swedar's Farm Split. Split North. Copy the name. Go down here. South. Alright. Over here it's Sharedise Goods. Turn off. Sharedise Goods switch. Like that. Okay. Over here I'm still figuring out the name for this place. It's gonna be interesting. Over here though, it's gonna be the Southland Loop. Split. Like that. Alright. I don't know whether it's named. This is gonna be named. Here's this though. This is Brand's Plantation Switch. Brand's Plantation Yard North or West? I'm gonna do NV for Northwest and Brand's Plantation Yard Southeast. Alright. The internet is starting to gain pace again. It's the loss thing is going down again, so we should be good in a few minutes, maybe hours, God knows. Oh. The visuals are a bit steady, but we can hear you alright. Alright, that's good. As long as you can hear me, then the visuals don't really matter that much, I would say. I mean, it's not really that important, to be honest. At least not like on what I am doing right now. Sounds like children's book a bit, The Cat in the Y. This part of the route, the desert part, reminds me of the small island on my really old Kutsel, the forest island route on the DLS. Oh, nice! Which was my very first thing on the DLS. Ooh! I wish I could copy things to clipboard from trains. On Mac you can only paste stuff, but the copy doesn't work. Oh, I see. Hey, the internet's going back up again. The lost thing. That's brilliant. Oh, man. It's actually telling me not about the lost frames, but rather dropped frames. Actually, I'm not sure which one was which of the messages right now, but I believe one message is for game lagging and the other message is for internet lagging, and I'm guessing I'm getting the game lagging even though I'm running at almost 40 FPS. So yeah, I think I've said this before, and not just to someone completely unrelated, but rather to you. Let's see. Oh, well, if God knows, then why don't you just ask him? Hey God! Use? Do you know what I was asking, and do you know what the answer to that question is? No and no. Now let me sleep. That would most likely be the answers I would get. Okay. So, detailing, Yahoo! Definitely need some kind of thing in here, doesn't it? So let's go. Now, actually, what industry do I even want to put here? Let me just quickly check my channel and see. Right, so the commodities: log, lumber, wood chips, paper, lumber, supermarket, coal, cardboard, oranges, general goods, mail, baggage, hay, cattle. Right, cattle and hay are gonna be. Actually, no, hold on. Cattle is gonna go from the farm, but hay will be required at the farm. Meat processing. Where would I... Should I place meat processing in here? So close to Svedar's farm. It's literally stone throw away. It wouldn't be nice. 0 frames. The internet is stable though, but yeah, it's dropping frames like crazy. I don't get it. 17%, Jesus Christ. Calm down, internet already. Fuck's sake. Chicken farm. No, definitely not chicken farm. I need a commodity that's actually like carried in the cars. I was about to say something in reply to the whole thing, but I don't know what you would that you would appreciate a religious debate in chat. Not really. No. The last thing I need is religion in my chat and stuff. Anyways, let's place it on the car again. Yes, of course. Give me the... actually, hold on. Central Pacific. Let's take you, for example. What can you carry? You can carry only general goods. You're worthless to me. What can you carry? General goods, hay, oranges, cattle. That's general goods as well. That's water. I could definitely utilize that. Maybe deliver it with the with some other stuff. Okay. So what do you say? Should we deliver some what is it called? What Alright, okay, I figured out my sentence now. Should we deliver logs into here to have this be the lumber yard? To make the wood chips and the lumber here. And then the paper is gonna be at the other end. I think that would help with the traffic through the main route. Yeah. Must you place cattle industries? Oh, as we said. Well, I mean, I have the cars for that, and I don't see a lot of like animal transport in this game, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna utilize like all the default laws of the train cars that I can, which means that I'm gonna have to have a water delivery somewhere as well. That could be quite nice. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the previous message, that was Lockheed. Hello. Welcome. You have the same color as Svedar, so firstly I didn't even recognize you. Make a Japanese setting and you can place fox shrines? Nah, no need to. I already placed a fox in this route and named it after you. So yeah. Cows? Cows are female cattle in this instance. Logs? Yes, okay. I'm gonna make the logs. And transport is so 19th century waves. Lockheed? No. Lockheed has the same color as Paradise. For me, on the on what I'm reading on the side here, Lockheed has the same color as you, Svedar. That's why. Hey wagons, what can you carry? I can carry cars. I can also carry cars. I can also only carry Cadillacs. Brilliant. And on my screen, Lockheed is dark green. For me, Svedar and Lockheed are same green. So yeah, I have a sword. Giving a Lockheed. Yep. Oh man, look at this purple. I'm purple? How much did I drink? Stop changing colors. Someone is lying. Who is the murderer, I wonder? You mean murder on the Orient Express? Right, so first things first. I need a track for logged delivery. Which one should it be? Ones will be deleted there. I'm going to utilize this place here. This thing go away. This thing move in. I'm gonna have to try and mark the locations where the industries are located, like the outlines of them somehow, so that it's not confusing when you will be driving around and trying to figure out, oh, do I stop here or here or here, you know? So yeah, so I can delete that thing, I can straighten this, good, nice. And over here, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna have this track turn off like that, but under a nicer angle, be better. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to turn it off sooner. So that I can do this. The junction be nicer. This is gonna be the wood chips load over here. Now I just need to adjust the buildings to be in like nice position, and I need to figure out how I'm gonna load the wood chips on the cars. Now it's definitely gonna be some overhead thingy. Can you stop dropping frames? Internet, or I don't know, Streamlabs or bullshit other, I don't know. It's not nice when you do that. Look at this, maybe. True. Guy is so nuking his stream, he tries to be serious, kinda. We are the serious ones around here. Here's the question, if someone is seriously funny, are they funny or serious? Yes. Indubitably. Oh. Indubitably quite right, Svedar. My guess is their former. Or maybe a bit of both. Or maybe the latter. Overhead thingy in the 19th century? Hey, it's not catenary. Still some frames from the internet. Someone has the head over. Guys, calm down. But how would you load wood chips into a train car? In the 1870s? Tell me, how would you load wood chips into train cars in 1870s? That word is evil, indubitably. The level of electrification in Great Britain in late 19th century, a range of voltage has been used, employing both overhead lines and conductor rails. Ah, yes. Indubitably. By a hopper. Or, get this, a shovel. You take the wood chip out of the fridge, of course. Conveyor belt? What would I do with wood chips in 1870? I don't know, paper? Yeah, make paper. So yeah, I guess that's my guess as well. Steam-powered belts? Steam-powered belts? Imagine an Old West steamer that was converted to be electric, with a pantograph on the cab. You could place a stationary steam engine. Good, thundering down the northeast corridor. That would be amazing. Yes, okay. Let's see here then. Me. Searches for a hopper. Auto search. A chopper. Coal bagging plan. Coal mention. Coal conveyor load. No. Industrial. No. Are you serious? I didn't expect to find this. Unloading hopper for this. Oh boy. That's not exactly that. Let's see here. Wood chip. Nothing. Wood chips. Nothing. Wood. Not the morning one. Ballast bin. No. Alright, let's see if I can like try and find some kind of holding something for the wood chips. At least something that look good. I don't know. Actually, it's probably one of the few times that I'm gonna employ this thing. Huh. PBR ground wood chip. Okay, let's try that. Just to have some fun. Now, something that's... I don't know, let's try that. Not a commodity, not a train. Industry. Wood chips loading dummy. Power station wood chips. Well, that could be a thing I can use it for. Wood chips loading dummy. Stanford interactive track which will load an interactive track car with wood chips. Now you will not be able to see where this item is in driver, so either make certain you remember, repeat will press the sign off to the side. Okay, so that's nothing. Okay. KB wood chipper. Oh, that's the sound. Industry. Wire wood chip unloader. Oh, that's that thing. A lot of miscellaneous stuff, but you can see that's basically just train. Log to wood chip unloader. Another setup in a building and lead your logging laden train to it. After only undergo that your building will increase size. Ah, fuck it, let's try, why not? Wood chip car seller, nope. Wood chips, nothing. Oh, maybe a building? What's this? Wood chip stacker. Oh, it's quite modern though. Anyways, I'm gonna try that, why not? Okay, wood chipper, now that's the thing. Wood chip blow the right side, but oh, that's quite modern and still worth a try. Cause why not? If not, I'm gonna... how would it be? Would it be really Hopper? No, it wouldn't. Actually, hold on. Let's try Hopper. Category Industry. Coal mine loading hopper. That's all. Let's try building. Let's a grasshopper. No, I'm not using TDD stuff. Definitely not. Oh, but there's a lot of on the chat. Let's read that real quick. There's a steam engine called Dump Machine and one called generated. There's also another animated one called bulk dump machine. I guess I could use those. I don't know. How about an evening one then? Evening wood? No. Finger guns to Lockheed. Grins. Gesture, of course, gesture. The grins Lockheed. Just. We're the serious ones. Lockheed. There should be cornfields. Maybe. Multiple industries to the rescue. Obviously, it's gonna be multiple industries. I'm just looking for something that at least a little bit resembles a hopper, because in worst case, I'm gonna have to use something, I don't know. And lists of mines. Multiple industries basic flies in lists of mines. I don't think I've had that brand. What a cape. With a cape, Kenko? Is it a coal mine? Is it a fruit mill? Is multiple industry basic? There's multiple industry new. Iron coal mine, how ironic. Yes, let's read it. Read it real quick. Yep. Read it quick. Faster, Eagle. You'll never catch up faster. Thanks for reading me. But no problem. Bit faster than you read. Now use the engine sequence for hoppers? Maybe. That's actually a good idea. Kenko has the idea. Kenko's smart. Give him a, I don't know, Nobel Prize for being smart. I don't know. If that's what it's called. Alright, I'm gonna try that. But firstly, what I've downloaded today. Oh, hold on. I should not have done this. I should not. Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna be searching by downloaded today. JR generic wood chip, no. JR wood chips plant, no. JR wood chips plant, no. Talk to wood chipper. Oh, that's interesting. Suddenly, a lot of wood chip stuff appears. What's this? This even has a track. Fuck you for being on. You're not gonna be used in that case. Loader right. You're on as well. Wood chip loader for no. Wood chip storage building. Oh, that's quite modern though. I don't want that. Wood chip unloader via wood chip stacker. I don't really want to use this thing. It's too modern for this place, so yeah, I'm just gonna be fun. But I'm guessing I'm gonna be using this. Load the wood chips. Now, how long is a multiple industry? Ah, long. Gonna align it a little bit. At least try to do that. Just tiny little speckle speck. Yeah, that's good probably. Okay, now I have to, I'm just gonna move it to the desired location of here, like that. Nice. I'm gonna connect it up there at the turn. I'm gonna cut you off, connect you up, and I'm gonna connect you up as well. Why not? Alright, it's gonna be nice. Now this might be a bit modern, but screw it, who cares? Now I just need to space them out accordingly. So, obvious. Central Pacific. I think there was some gondola. Yes, short gondola was due. Do you have wood chip? No, you don't have wood chip, but the tall gondola does have wood chips on this. Yeah, boy. 27,000 per car. And so considering that there's gonna be loaders like this, so that means I can fit 5 loaders in here. In orderly manner, of course. So I'm gonna do that. And what's the orientation of the 38.7? What's the orientation of the track? 128.1. Well, that's brilliant. Everything has complete different orientation. Gotta love that. So let's just try and align it above the train cars. It's gonna be a lot of wood chips. Or like a lot of wood chip loaders. Alright. They're spaced out accordingly. This is how I always do it. So yeah, let me drink real quick and read the chat. Alright. Thanks is no problem, hence the smart ass to Kangaroo. But firstly, what have I done today? 3,500 cliff objects? Yes. Yes. Evie, what am I supposed to do with this thing? I don't know, pass it on. Ask it questions? It is smart. And it farts. Alright. What secrets do you hold? How is it supposed to answer questions? Oh, there. I feel like I should apologize to Stoic for this conversation even though I didn't start it. Sorry. Apology accepted. Right, throws it out. Sorry. If you had to have a head, what head would you have had? Ushanka. A cross between a top hat and a bowler. Basically a top hat, but rounded at the top. Oh, alright, nice. So a towel. Trawler. No, a bot head. I think I bought a bot head once. Oh, alright, let's check the that's chat red. Let's connect this up, I guess, I don't know. It's quite weird looking at this, but up. Session editor, fuck off. Thank you, much appreciated. It's actually working. That's unbelievable. If you're wondering what I'm referring to, is this. They be riding. There's a lot of them going around and I love it. So expect this kind of traffic here. I was thinking of trying to figure out for them to stop at the crossings, of course. I'll try to do that everywhere. But I'm not guaranteeing that it will be there and that it will work. Okay. So where was I? What was I doing? I was down here. You guys can go and figure out the name for this industry if you want. What's the rotation? 3090. 3090. Good. Alright, let's align them. Nice, like that. Beautiful. No, it's not gonna be general goods in here anymore, that's for sure. What it is going to be, however, is a log yard or like lumber mill, so that's good. Alright, yeah, that's right. Cars. Screw off. Gonna extend this track, but not too much. But I'm gonna keep it at to the end over here. It's gonna be placing a lot of detail down. Come on, grab you. Like this, push it to the very edge. Nice. Invisible signal. I'm gonna place one invisible signal here, one here, like that. Not in the other way though. So there's gonna be log unload, there's gonna be wood chip load, and lumber load is gonna be on this side over here. Who sold it to you, Shared Ice? Place a modern crossing there. No, and Indians and cowboys suddenly stopped their fight. Can take some wood and cheaper coal. Thank you! But I'm gonna change Kendrickson to some other name. A better betting bot who bought butter better bought it in a bet. I got it from him. Can go. I see. So you'll name the industry Woodchuck. The woodchuck that could chuck wood? I don't know what. I can't remember how it went, but you know what I mean. Yes, it was sure the next message referring to how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood? I could I'm blind as well. Right, Yoden, I've heard he's a respectable head merchant. I've heard a lot of tall tales about him, but I'm not sure if those tales were true lies or false truths. How much wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? English, what the fuck? But then again, Soleg is not better. we have our gems as well. Okay, signal there is over here at the exit from the. Jesus Christ, this headset is so uncomfortable. How can one headset be so uncomfortable and comfortable at the same time? What the fuck? Oh, nice and easy. Tal was right. Okay, tall tales. So I guess it's tall. Yes, you did it! Yay! Right, rightio! I have to detail this. Why? Right, Kendrickson Wood and Chipper Co. is gonna be... Who's a good friend of mine? Lockheed already has something named after him, so I don't do that. Sweater has, Brand has, Sherdice has. Kango doesn't really fit into this, so I cannot use that. Oh boy. Whose name really fits here? Huh. I'm thinking. We'll place my test cube with text on this map. Perhaps? Or have you already? Perhaps? At the moment it looks like the smoke from the factory is coming out of the push pin. Fair enough, I guess. No, it doesn't. Does Touchco? Nah, not really. Sorry, I'm typing fast, so some words may not be spelled Thank you, Shared Eyes. Victor. Some brutal name. Victor. Yes. Oh my god. Mika doesn't fit. Root doesn't fit. Nightshade. Actually, I got him. Yes, you did. Nightshade. Nightshade wooden shipper. No, it doesn't fit. God damn it! Mika's wooden shipper comb. And it's gonna be the wood chip load. I'm gonna yoing the name as well. Oh, this can bugger off. Plop is gonna be the logs unload, and this one over here is gonna be the lumber load. However, oh hey, let's go to route layer. How about that? Evans Woods, Victor and Sons, go. The dead tree, the soon to be dead tree, cheapers. Don't chop Mika's wood. Thank you, Lockheed. You can leave. The door is there. Okay. Thank you. That might be nice. Nah. Chippendales. Oh my god. Cheapers. Buggering off. Crawl. Texas chainsaw. Nah, I go to the route layer because will there also be a cheaper chopper? No. I'm not reading that. Cheaper. Nice. Add layer. You will? Fuck's sake. Only I can come up with shit like this. Alright, let's lock that. You can fuck her off. You come in. Align nicely. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Right. Left. It's not straight. Nope. Come on, just a little bit. Is this better? Ooh, this is perfect. Yeah, that's right. Now this layer is good. I'm gonna unlock the route layer, gonna lock this layer, and I'm gonna play around with. That's not what I wanted. Right, so yep, that one is now like that. I'm gonna grab you, connect you, and you like that. Nice. I'm gonna unlock both of these now. I'm not gonna be going into the properties yet, but when I will be going into properties, that might be useful. Actually, no, it will not be useful because the game's retarded. So you join there. The route layer, please. Like now, if you could. The sound. I'm not reading that. Proceed to read it. Yes. Yippee, notice that too. We need more beer. No, you need more beer. Thanks, Doslek. I guess. Did you know that pelicans are maybe going to be reintroduced to the UK? Oh? They were hunted to extinction here a long time ago. Same as beavers, which are in the process of being reintroduced. I see, that's nice. It's nice seeing animals getting back to their natural habitats, I would say. Let's check the other wood chip stuff that I downloaded as well, because why not? Hey, that's right. There wasn't any. That was good. Why is it not placing stuff? Is there? Oh, I'm not. Of course, I'm not. I'm not in a layer. Oh, interesting looking stuff, but no. All right, I'm gonna use a texture. Maybe I'll be able to use one of the ground textures that I just downloaded. I don't know. Well, it wants to be PBR, but it's not PBR. But that's like the thing. PBR doesn't mean that it's parallax mapped. Those are some wood chips, but not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that smoother texture of the wood chips that's actually like loaded in the cars as well. Or at least something similar to it, so definitely the smooth stuff, but I still wanna go through all of this to like check. Oh, that's if that is so big on small scale, how big is it on normal scale? Yeah, that's a tree. Those are rocks. PBR wood chips. Yeah, this looks like the stuff that I should have here. You know? This is the good stuff. But of course not spilling out way too much. Now just to go through a bit more. That looks quite interesting as well. That looks interesting as well, but it's a bit darker. Those looks nice. That's not so nice. Mm-hmm. Interesting textures all around here. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm guessing I'm sticking with this wood chip texture. So just to save myself some time with editing and hiding stuff, I'm gonna paint some wood chips in here. And you guessed it, I'm gonna raise the terrain, gonna do the wood chip, gonna do a big wood chip pile here at several meters high, because that's absolutely normal to have, you know. Gonna do another wood chip pile here. It's gonna be also quite high, actually not too much high, because yep. But yeah, as long as the textures don't do too much of the stuff. Yeah, this side is good, but what about in the distance? Yeah, the distance works as well. What can do? Screw it. Right. I love that you are using these old factory buildings. They're still holding up. Yep. Very British. Also, did you ever think about that fact that when you see an old factory building with smoke coming out of a chimney, that means that there's stationary steam engine inside? No, I have not. I was happy when I figured it out. Fair enough. The texture should be called log chips. Yes. Think about the fact that how much wood could a wood chip if a wood chip could chip wood? The answer is 4.00047 liters of Coco Gadget invisible signals. No, stop that. Right, so I wanted some more stuff to do. Right, so definitely not any like wood chips in there, but what I could do is mix generally the texture around the place with more like logs and wood chip stuff as well. So I'm just gonna paint a little bit of the wood chippy texture around the place like this. And doing it so quickly on the smallest brush like this, it can come out with quite an interesting and good looking outputs as well. So let's just mark it this like, oh hey, it's being transported like that. So it can come up looking quite interestingly when doing like this. Just rotating your mouse around in like a circle while painting the ground textures. Maybe like doing some trails around with the wood chips and whatnot, like just like that. That looks quite nice. Give some little variety to the texture here. Definitely more than there was. And I could potentially like try to mix it up with the other bit of a whiter texture. Definitely all the wood chips over there as well, like this. Nice and easy. Just like that. Of course not too much, but yeah, just a little bit. Just to give the impression that yes, this is actually here is working with logs and whatnot. So yeah, lumber. Now is a fun time. Let's read the chat real quick again. Do you know in which state this route takes place in? I haven't really decided on that yet. I'm still dropping frames. It went down from 19% to 14 and now it's going up again. Fuck you, internet or game or Streamlabs, I don't know. So yeah. I have no idea where this is gonna be taking place, but the rolling stock is gonna be Virginia and Truckee and Central Pacific. Because those like the only two, or also Vermont and something, I believe it was. Because yeah, V and A. Not sure what the companies V and A are, but yeah. Stuff like that. So yeah, all the Wild West stuff is gonna be in here. Wait. Don't tell me I have a good-looking German steamer. It doesn't look like I do, but I have the tenders. Schnellzug. Oh, this is interesting. Old car transporter as well. And new... Eagle, stop! God damn it, you're getting carried away. Lumber! That's what I was doing. Right, building lumber mill, no. Lumber yard. Oh, that's the... from the Alps. Lumberyard, Cascade lumber mill, no. GP lumber, 16 feet, no. Chilcote lumber, cold water lumber, no. Lumber dock, no. Dakota lumber coat, no. Lumber stack, I could use these guys here. Let's see here what I have. Lumber covered, I don't want the covered lumber. Though it looks so good. They didn't have those kind of coverings for them back in the day. Lumber load. This could work better, even though they the straps are out of date, but well, not out of date, but too modern. But meh. Lumber mill, basic mill storage. This looks quite nice. I could utilize this here, maybe. Storage 2, storage 3. I'm gonna use this one. And instead of having this one, I'm gonna have this one and this one. Like this. Lumber mill tower. No, too modern. Rough cut. Oh, this looks quite interesting. I'm gonna place that here. Lumber shed. Is it full? No, it's not filled. Then I don't need it. Lumber stack. Oh, this looks good. It's actually the default lumber as well. That's nice. Lumber stacked. Oh, this could be nice. Having different color as well. Ooh. This is getting too much out now. Skin wrap, static, Hickman. No. Stack. Oh, these are old stuff. I don't want that. But it has the most. God damn it. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna keep it. Why not? Lumber. No, that's way too much. Pallets, no. Lumber truck. Blah, 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 blah. Sign bin. No. What's this? Up. That's a house. Lumber co-office. IVRR. Yeah, I could, I guess. Place it in this here. If that would fit. Yeah, this other size can be like this. Yeah, it's good. Screw it. That one has it has have some glitchy roof, but gonna rotate it like this to hide it then. That'll be better and nicer. Right. Let's read the chat. Cause why not? Lots of green must be Texas. There's a lot of desert as well. I too like making travel paths with wood chips there, so it's nice. This is Unknownville, Misk State. If you don't know what state to choose, always go for Hawaii. Yeah, because Hawaii has desert. Exactly. Was a food design Cyberpunk? Exactly, Dostachko, welcome. Dostachko has appeared, yep. Well, a good-looking German tender is better than nothing. About Hawaii. Evening, good all. Hello. Eagle, stop, goddamn if you're getting carried away as the call train that he somehow accidentally starts the move. Was tobacco back then a thing? Places big mark. It was a thing, but I'm not gonna be doing that. Why not stream on the fuck? There's not even a word. An O fell in my beer. Oh. This is the Matty Moore, we careful tread, for you might just sink into the horrific depths of the sheer misery of what state this route is set in. Ha 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 ha. Master laugh. You got it. So do you want to guess what I spend most of today doing? No, but you can tell us instead. Sleeping. Technically not. Yeah, reading chat. Because why not? Maybe you'll read some things you'll never be able to unread again. Yeah, sure. Again. Sashko, you know, say, no, I don't. He's read through it now. Did I? Reading through chat? Yes, I am. I do be like that indeed. Perhaps. I don't know. I have 5 viewers, that's a lot. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the chat total. The additional 2 people who are missing out are 2 bots, Celeste Kitty and Commander Root. Nice. Nice. Everyone else here? Hi. I spend most of the day writing rules for my TTRPG system. Nice. Cyberpop. Cyberrock. No, Cyberpunk. Fuck. It's a lot of fun. Nice. Alright. So with this, lumber. So, yeah, I guess suppose I should get into this, I guess. I suppose, I don't know. Maybe, perhaps, should I? I don't know. I suppose I could, I guess. Alright, so you're oriented by default like that, you're oriented by default like that, you're oriented by default like that. Okay, let's hide you all. Oh, hold on. NKJ, yeah, why not? That's a good rule. Just to give you an idea on how I rule layer. Just to give you an idea of how I layer my stuff. Can confirm, but there we go. NKJ can log, and I'm gonna get to this town. Hey. So obvious things first. I'm gonna try to like leave some gaps in between the lumber as well to make it a bit more realistic. Gonna use smaller stacks around the place as well. Make it even more realistic. Transporting this stuff must be fun in these all ages without forklifts and such. So good luck to the people who are doing it. Alright, place this guy down. I'll be placing 3 rows of these. Try to equally space them out. or at least, well, in a certain way to be like that, I guess. I don't know. Do you fit inside? Yes, you do. I'm gonna use you then as well. Gonna use you then as well. Thank you. We're gonna be on this side. And some of the stuff's gonna be on this side as well. Just like that. A lot of lumber. It's great. Copy pasta? Maybe. Oh, never mind. It's a lot of fun, but every word you write feels like it's gonna really mess something up. Yeah, letters are great for this sort of stuff. Yep. They were used a lot in the lumber business. Move with the steam donkey. Let's see here. Oh, that looks... Oh! When will you make this wonderful person named Srachko and manager? And never. As well as Sherlock was actually, will you use Shays? There aren't any standard gauge Shays that are on the DLS from what I know, so most likely not. I will not. But if you find some, then I'm open to that. I would never turn down a Shay. However, with the Steam thing that you posted the Wikipedia article of, I reckon they would need like a lot of cables around the place to pull it around. It's basically like high towers with a lot of cables attached to them to pull the stuff around. Stuff you see in North Bay County. So yeah. Yeah, because turning down a shave would be sheer insanity. Yep. Shaves are just so amazing basically every way. Yes. That's why I'm saying if you find a standard gauge one on the DLS, I'm gonna use it. Right, let's fill up these places a bit more. There's a bigger place. I'm gonna turn this around like this, and I'm gonna park it here. Like that. Nice. I already used that and that way too much, so I'm gonna try and use this. What about this lumber stack? How are you oriented? You're oriented this way, okay. These are the lumber stuff. Default. The player can transport. I just don't like how it's steel beams as the support beams. Over here at this shed. But otherwise it's perfect for what I need right now, so I'm gonna keep it nonetheless. I'm gonna be filling these up with the lumber. Basically to the brim, I would say. Or as people would say. So awfully full. But still with some like missing here and there. Just to make it a bit more realistic. Let's fill this one up a bit more. Let's push them in here like that. All the way. Because I'm placing this many down because a big pile of wood chips needs a big pile of lumber as well. It had to originate somewhere. Am I right? That is like the perfect place to utilize this kind of stuff. Can fit one more at the end here. It's good. Nice and interesting. I'm gonna scatter some around the place as well. Mainly like these kind of here's. But right now I would like to get these guys because these guys are kind of red. You could say redwood. But yeah, I'm gonna place down some of these around here as well into these storage units. This and a little bit more of these guys again. This is looking so nice. I like it a lot. What I could technically do is bound them to like a trigger system and layer show and hide rule, and have them like, oh hey, when there isn't where like depending on how much lumber is available to load, that much lumber is gonna be shown in the sheds in the place. But right now, interface, I'm gonna randomly rotate new objects. Yes, please. I'm gonna be placing down some lumber around the area to detail the stuff up a little bit. Now I'm gonna be moving out these guys from here as well into various locations around the warehouses and other places in here, just to give it that industrial look. The resources scattered around everywhere, stuff not organized, just messy generally, like this, in random locations, because why not? Have some by the platform as well, always nice. Bit more of these, never goes wrong. Yes, it's basically the player will be taking out most of these guys that I'm placing down right now. I'm gonna be placing most of those as well around. So just different workshops here as well, because why not? And other stuff like that. But I could technically. There's still a lot of empty space around the place, don't you think? So, as I said, some workshops around the place here could maybe like make some boxes and stuff, crates and other important goods. Those will not be transported by train. This is gonna be only lumber stuff. So yeah, vary it a bit with the crates and stuff around the place, just to give it more of that industrial look. Maybe the logs are also used for something different as well. Who knows? Let's have like crate storage place here in the middle of this place, because why not? Maybe some other stacks of just boxes and whatnot. What's the difference between box and the crate? Let's read the chat. I'm dropping out. Good night, boys. Alright, see you, Lockheed. Bye bye. So they did need a lot of cables or rope spells. Yep. You could use trolley wires for those. Yep. I must see about that. So yeah. In the CSSR Shea standard gauge? Is the CSSR Shea standard gauge? CSSR? I can't download it to check as if I don't have a... Let me check, I guess. As I have a misspelled barrel over here. Let's go to our good old friend called the download station. CSSR Shea. Let's see here. Oh. I don't have such thing here. Oops. CSRR, okay. That's better, okay. CSRR. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, that's a lot. That's a train. I'm gonna be downloading that. That's a tender. There's some tender mores. Engine and tender. Let's download that as well. Because why not? Uh-huh. Eagle copy pasting assets to make the road look fully unprofessional. Nemen CSSR. Is this CSSR segregation? Is. I'm gonna check. Also, like, is this road gonna be freeware or paver? Freeware! Obviously. Don't forget to place wagons and stables. Yes, I will, don't worry. Eagle exit. God damn it. Shut up, Dostachko. Should I see? Yep, still quite a lot of empty space. Oh, you could place the blacksmith building with sounds. Yep, that's a good idea. Might do that, why not? Who knows? I don't know. Oh, hello, Brian. Welcome. Haven't even noticed. Hold on. Are you even? You're not even listed here. Okay. Say hello. Welcome, Brian. The difference between a box and a crate is that one is for rocks and the other is grade. Okay. Both can be in a rectangular storage body, I think, but crate is something more special. Okay. Let me check as I have misspelled barrel here. Yay, nice freeware. Yep. Test. Hello, test. How are you, test, doing? It's not the way I wanted. Plop. Right, let's firstly place down some barrels around in the place. Also, there's gonna be logs in here. What am I doing? Up. Let's move this up a little bit. Clear up the space. Why didn't anyone warn me that there's gonna be logs in here? The different workshops like barrels creation and stuff. Just making or barrels production actually, not creation. What am I talking? $20 gallon. Oh, pop pop. Alt 2. Just mix it up and around. 30 gallons old. 30-gallon more barrels. Nice. 55-gallon barrel. Yep. It's gonna be some of these as well. Five gallons. Right, green, gray, blah 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 blah. There's some wooden barrel over here, so let's place a few of those as well. Why not? These are some barrels over here. Can be utilized, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. Just a few of them around the place and whatnot. Alright, that's probably it for the barrels. Blacksmith was suggested by Shardice, I believe. Oh. Oh. Kids, blacksmith shop. Blacksmith MB, blacksmith shop, Matt. Always blacksmith shop. Shop blacksmith. I'm gonna use, I don't know. Where am I gonna plop this guy? Now I'm gonna try to, actually, hold on. Blacksmith shop. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna plop him here. Actually, there's a chimney right there. What the fuck am I doing? Gonna do this. Merge them like that. It's gonna be nicer. Right. Let's do it like that. Okay. How's it? 18-second delay. Not too great then. Is it too much space? Barrels, basically in area. Yep, barrels forever. Except for ones which obviously does not fit. Yes. You know, you're just barrels of fun. God damn it. Dear sir, do you want a barrel? Have a barrel. Kid, you want one? Have one. Ma'am, here you go. 3 barrels for everyone. Additional cost apply. That one. Yes, yay. Oh man. Huh. That's building. Right, I don't know this on stuff, that's right. The locomotive. I added the pre-cage. Obviously. Nam dum dum dum. Alright. Oh. Why did I download this today? Though it does look good. It's a bit shiny though. CSSR shape. Oh. Oh my god, that is standard gauge. That's standard. 11 engine. Hold on. It's a shape. Gas Scenic Railroad. No, I'm not gonna be using the Scenic Railroad. What's this? CC and E. Mover Lumber Company. That's nice. 11245. Nice. Oh my Jesus, okay. Ho 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 ho. Yep, I'm using this. ERFI1. That looks interesting. Mountain type. Oh, no, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna take those guys for a drive later. I did check the question on my Discord, so let's see here. Okay, the shade isn't faulty, that's good. You should really check the question. I did that, just saying, yes, this will be good. Yep. Last time I checked, these shades didn't exist on this. Yes, exactly. Also, boiler as well. Now that is a handsome logo. Reminds me of a bit of this. Let's see that. May not. Oh, yep, that's sure. Yep, the offset cab. Notice that as well. Alright, before I test drive those though, log. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this. Nah, I'm gonna detail it a bit more, don't worry. Just gonna place these guys around a little bit. PM log stack. I'm gonna actually turn off the random rotation for this again. I don't know what the difference is between them, hopefully nothing too bad or big. Oh boy. This way I get to work on this. It's a perfect way to mark the edges as well. Yeah, some of these as well, because why not? Can be used. Log cabins. No, 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 no. Oh, actually, no. Log stack large, large long. I'm gonna do mediums as well. And some small ones over here alongside this. Alright, now I'm gonna place some of the logs around the place as well. Detail it up a bit. Log stack industry, blah blah blah. I'm not interested. Scenery logs, yes, please. Gonna place a lot of them here. Another scenery logs. So there's a door there, so I'm gonna move this guy over here. Just to make it a bit more random. Okay, so there isn't that many. In that case, I'm just gonna place this in the background here and some over here as well, along the line, like this, just to make this bit better. Although this kind of thing would be really nice to have at the edges, just to keep them in the place, really. Because it looks odd that they would just, you know, hold like that in the air. So I'm gonna place these guys down here as well. Gonna move some of these to be shorter a bit, so that I can fit the others in here. Even this kind of detail is very important. So the good thing about this is that I don't need to align all of these in together, like a lot of them. I can just place the spline and then just have these on the end. But you really need to think about the small details to like this to make it work. So I'm thinking about it. There was more splines I'll use like that. I'm gonna lean these guys against those logs on that side. I'm gonna lean these guys over. Oh yeah, that's right. This is logged now. Let me unlock that. So I'm gonna move this to be like that, so they lean up. Gonna move these guys like this, so they lean on that, and I'm gonna move these guys a little bit like that, and I'm gonna move these guys a little bit like this. All right. Place this here. So they lean on each other like this, nice and easy. and have another one of the... Oh, don't rotate it, it's good already. Like that. Nice! That fits. And that reminds me, I should probably fix it over here as well. So just so I can, sleep tonight. I'm gonna do that here at the logging industry itself. Yeah. Place these down. Run them along. That. Just a big log stack. All right. Nice and easy. On the other side here as well. Like that. And let's have one here as well. Boom, like that. Nice, good. Brilliant. My question is, did I use that stuff elsewhere as well? I don't think I did, but just to make sure, I'm gonna check the other towns here. Oh, I didn't use it anywhere else. Good. Nice. Right. Let's read the chat. Fine, looks stack spline. Let's keep that in mind. The blacksmith's hammer echo is really creepy. As in my mind, how do I get it out? I don't know. Creepy, quite mesmerizing, really. Yep, I would agree with that more as well. Ding, dee, 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 ding. Sounds like ghost blacksmith with a belt hunt in Norwegian mythology. Here they come, everyone, hide your homes. Hide in your house, ghosts fly by a few. They didn't spot us, ghosts. I wouldn't be so sure about that. All in Norwegian? Yeah. I was looking through the quotes channel and found this again. This is so funny. Sure, guys, imagine a super elevated tramway. Now that would be interesting. So like, it would be very interesting. And honestly, trams actually are super elevated in some parts, mainly when they're, not on the track. I remember that. What I meant to say there is that they are super elevated when they don't run on the street, but like on their off the track, like in between the roads or the median or like next to the road. I was driving around in India now and I heard the blacksmith sound coming from the right, and first I thought the airbag comes instead snowy woods. Nice. Was a bit surprising. That must have been interesting. You're right, Dice. It is kind of creepy, I guess. Who invented the mile? James J. Mile, born 20 BC. Not really. Origins posted that quote, sure. Yep. The Romans invented the mile. James was Roman. Alright, okay. Now, all the industry tracks should be connected. What else am I missing? I'm missing horses around and wagons and whatnot. So let's do that. Horses and freight wagon. Horsepower, okay. Actually, let's go through them one by one. I'm not gonna be placing a stable here, but I am, however, gonna be placing a lot of these as a transport logs or with the transport wagons that can be quite utilized in here in this location. Randomly rotate new object. Yes, please. And just place them around the place. I don't know. Quite a few horses in there. Some horses over here with wagons and whatnot. Like this, like that, like that. For float, I'm gonna use these guys actually. I'm gonna make kind of a scene here, I guess, that I would like to have. Cool buggy farm wagon. Oh yeah, let's give some variety to these horse carts as well. Why not? Would be interesting. farm wagon, another one. Let's get this one in some places as well, why not? Did you like this? To be there. Horse and farm wagon 1C. Let's place you here, why not? Rider saddle. Let's do the rider one here. Water. I'm not gonna be going that details here, at least not now. And I'm gonna. Are there some other horses that I could potentially use? I can use horse rider, this guy. I'm gonna use also a horse rider, this guy. I'm not gonna use the cowboy. No. Black horse. No. Alright, so I'm going from the top again. Let's take these guys again. Let's place some of them down. There. And give these guys like this. And I'm gonna do a log. Log. I need one log piece. So this is good. I'm gonna basically make a scene that they are like towing the log. However, on this here, they are doing this. Do I have like some very small lumber? I just look around. Why not? Actually, lumber would be taken on the carts more likely. So these guys' horses are used to get the logs in locations. I'm gonna do just this. For this here, what's the height here? 126 is gonna be I believe it should be 19. Yes, it should. Cover the tracks like that. Alright. So nice and easy, simple thing to do. Right, I'm gonna be renaming the junctions and the signals sometime off stream, probably. Let's read the chat and let's drive. Images was a Roman. I'm missing horses. Don't worry, they'll come on their own. They see you when you're sleeping. They know when you're awake. So run away for goodness sake. No, thank you. Make the song now. No. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not come hide. I'm telling you why. Looks at horses. I had no idea they had already invented the cheap plastic toys in the 1870s. Yes, the ghostly well hunts coming to town. Still was not part of the song. Yes, it was not, but that made it into what it made the song. Hit the road, Slovak. Hit the railroad. Alright. Ah yes, dash out of dash miles per yeah. So let's just to make this a bit more interesting, shall I? I have all these trains on the route layer right now, but I don't mind really that. Okay, hold on, I forgot. NKJ merged with route layer. You can unpause in the meantime. Plop. Nice. Right, F2, very nice. Alright, let's route this guy around the map. Because that's like something I missed during building the route here. It's just having that passenger train running around by itself, you know. I'm gonna keep that train on the main loop over here. I'm just gonna have to set that junction and that junction. And that means I'm gonna have to set this junction like that. Alright, this should be good. It will not derail. So I expect this kind of like length of trains to see. Now you may be thinking, oh my god, how am I going to pull it? But yeah, enjoy. That's all I'm gonna say. Mainly up that grade. But our main stars of today. Should I say yes? What to do? The trucks go into the back of the roundhouse? Yes. More like, ooh, ping pong bing. That's shifting sounds like. See, I told you that's what the whistle sounded like. Imagine a giant tying their shoes with railway tracks shadows. I have to make a route that uses these shades. Well, I guess it is required by law, or even sugar beet something of the MBR. Okay. Yep, might be. I could go if I don't do that. I was actually thinking of, you know, the narrow gauge Slovak logging route that I've started a few months ago. I was thinking of converting that into American mining route or something like that, where I could use either the narrow gauge, the RGV stuff, or this stuff. I really should do that, yes. Yes. Alright, let's see the cabs. These guys are PBR. This is a TRS19 engine. And I had to go into a cab to realize that. Alright, so they use the same cab, despite this one being different on the outside. So which one first? Red roof or black roof? The 11 or the 6? $11 or 6? You guys choose which one will be. Black roof first, alright. So let's set his spot. Let's hit it that way. And when we're gonna come down, let's hit it this way, through here. Accordingly, yes. Like that, nice and easy. You can hear the game, right? Oh wait, you could hear it twice. It was placed first, it deserves to be tested first. Alright. Yep. We can hear it, yeah. Oh, that's why we heard the blacksmith twice. Yeah, could be. Oh boy, these are gonna be super slow. Because there's only so fast that thing can spin. Oh, yeah, that's right. I plus 2 up. Oh. Will they go quicker in cab mode? I don't know. Hold on, I'm checking something. Oh yeah, cab mode definitely drops my FPS. For it to go faster in cab mode, I would firstly have to have an idea of how to drive it in cab mode, you know. But I'm not good with steamers, so I don't want to try. But this thing is amazing. I like it. But press one piece. Oh, I see. I see. You guys maybe have a better time with it. Wait, does this have power tender? Yes. There's a connection on the road going to it. Yep, the drive shaft connects, so it could be. Mm-hmm. It is. The idea behind this thing is brilliant and interesting, but there's only so fast you can make the thing spin. Nice. Very nice. Let's check out this guy. What's the chat doing? Imagine if the whistle on the top where there was a 2D billboard that always faced the camera. Oh god, no. Trash because collarbone. Wait, wrong song. Wrong song? Okay. If you say so, I guess. This guy also has power tender. Connects as well. I doubt this guy will be fast. Oh, it is faster. A lot faster. So 13 and 17 miles per hour. You said that if I found a standard gauge Shay on the dealers that you would use it. You're already locked in. Yep, I will. I never said that I'm gonna get rid of them. I mean, they even have PBR. PBR! Okay, fine, I have to admit it doesn't look that good on the call, but honestly, it looks so good in all of this, but yeah. The cab is a bit different on this, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I'm gonna be using both of these. I don't know. I might make a special line for just for these. What's better, to have PBR or to have PRR? PBR. Where's this guy at? Oh, he just crossed it. So as I said, I might do a separate line for them now. Why not? PBR. Yes. I love this. I really do. You can hear a spinny sound effect. Yep. How long are you planning to stream for? I don't know. Midnight my time, so pretty much another like 45 minutes. At least I would like to. Where's the other train at? Oh, Juan is there. He's doing what he can. I still have to place a turf FX. And I need to clear out some bushes that I missed, because when I was doing this, I was doing it in top-down view, and some of them just, yeah, skewed past, mainly these small ones. So I still have to work the entire track in this upper section, but shouldn't be too much work. Thing is, yeah, I'm just gonna try and make this work. I'm gonna try to get PBR, not PBR, Turf FX, or what is it called? Spline grass, I will see yet, depending on the location. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Welcome to the rail interchange. Or intersection. It's brilliant. I love it. There's the other guy here, doing what he can to run away from Dave. Let's take a look at Juan. He's without sound. For some reason. It's not nice, but thank you. This, for some reason, reminds me of a certain Disney movie. It wasn't very well received, but I fucking enjoyed it. Do the cabooses have interior? No, they don't. But hey, we're passing this, the log yard. See here. Well, I don't know if I've got that much time. I see. I may have to go soon. I see. Drop off the axe. Yes, motions X into grab, picks it up, picks it off of X and hands it to you. Takes it with a concerned look. Thanks. The whistle, yes. What's called? Yes, pine grass. Okay. Here's the whistle again for you. Slug, which one? Dumbo? No. Is that the movie you're referring to? No. Something about the Civil War? Yes. The Grey Locomotive Chase? No. Alice in Wonderland? No. Oh, actually not the Civil War, but something similar. Steampunks? No. Snow White? No. Peter Sounds don't work. Yep, I think they do usually. Yeah, usually they do. The movie I'm referring to is The Lone Ranger. As I said, not very well received, but I enjoyed it. There's a guy. I like this place. I did a good job on this. Though I wish I was a bit faster. Because yeah, I wanted to release it by the 31st of December. But yeah, I don't think I'll manage to do that. Because I still have to do the southern end. The bottom end of the map, so yeah. Alright, Rebecca, right, okay, don't think I've ever heard of that one. Lone Ranger, you say, yep. Is it live action or live action? That just fits so well in the memory. Yep, map looks great. What do you want to do by the 31st of December? Finish this map. And upload it to the DLS. And hopefully play it in multiplayer by the 2nd of January. Well, the other part of the route is the desert anyway, so I expect something like the similar design that you see here, but not as wild with stuff. Should I hold up? This. I love how it worked out. This bridge cursor looks stunning. Thank you. The top one is one of these, right? I don't know how to pronounce it, and the link is not full. I'm not going to do it anyway, but it's a truss bridge. Both of them are. This one just have it on the bottom. Oh, there's another thing. Do they fit to this bridge? Because it's quite narrow. I know the smaller trains fit. I've tested that. Oh, Jesus, this is so close. Oh, actually, hold on. Over here it might not fit. It does. But I don't know about the mechanism itself. It seems to fit, no problem. Yeah, this is basically all covered on that side, so it's good. And yeah, oh, stairs don't fit on this side. The other side they're flat, but they still clip through, and here they're not, so yeah. Heh, fun. But it gives you an idea just how tight this really is. Link doesn't work good today. Yeah. Just a fish belly bridge, yep. It just fits, yes. Okay. Those wheels look like an electronic drill I have. Brilliant. But I'm still going to use these. I like this. It's brilliant. Oh, imagine it running here. Just with full freight in tow. Just going through here. With the other one in the background. Just the steam visible in the trees as it runs around and goes away from the farm. I'm not gonna be placing any speed limits down. So I forgot to mention, I'm back, welcome back. This is what I was referring to. Yeah, belly bridge, yeah. Oh my god, it's so amazing. Where's Juan? Yum. Did I not place? I did place. Welcome to Southland. So I'm gonna have to try and have the train stop. Oh yeah, shut up, Kraus. I like this a lot. Son has one Juan. Yes. One is faster than the other? Yep. The bigger one is faster. That's why they caught up. It's brilliant, I like it a lot. Is there a signal over here? Yes, there is. Good, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be renaming the junctions and signals of the stream. I will, also, what is it? I'll start working on the desert end of the route as well. And maybe I will do some kind of line out of here for the chase. This originally here was just supposed to be a dead end with like fiddly yard and portals. So yeah. I'm gonna do the same on the other side as well. But there's gonna be more stuff this way, so it's gonna be interesting either way to see. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe. Definitely shoutouts to Kengo Fango, Sherdice, Svedar, and Brent. Kango Fango streams OMSI 2, map building and driving, also Extreme Trucker 2. He also maybe sometimes does American Truck Simulator and trains, route building and driving. Sharedeyes streams trains, route building and driving, sometimes also multiplayer with me. He also streams game development. He also streams Train Simulator and Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Platinum or Deluxe, I still keep forgetting, I cannot remember whatsoever. But yeah, one of the two, the story mode, so campaign. If you're interested into that, go check them out. Sweater doesn't stream yet. Brand kind of stopped streaming, but he did recently a stream with Untitled Goose Game. So I guess that he's gonna come back to the streaming, so definitely go check him out. Also go and follow Dostachko CZ. I don't know if he streams, but I think he did stream Dead by Daylight previously. He might stream something more now as well, so yeah. If you're interested into that, go check him out. So yeah, thank you once again for watching, for joining me in today for the build and the last drive and the discovery of these beautiful PBR locomotives, which I'm definitely gonna be using. And yeah, I'm gonna read the chat one last time and then I'm gonna end, yeah? So let's read the chat. VNT James and Bowler. James, this one. The bigger one is faster, who would have guessed? A Fiddly Porto Yard? Yeah, maybe. So like, are you also planning on using TB Horizons 2 Cumberland locos? I'm not sure if I know which those are, but I'm going to check them out, and if they're gonna be good, you will see them in the next stream, possibly. So we did enjoy. That's good. I'm happy. I had a lot of fun. Nice. Pioneer and Genelin, the really small tank engines. Maybe. Sub Tweagle. Either way, many thanks. It was a lovely stream. Thank you, follow you. Thank you. Kango Cat. Thanks for the shout out. No problem. Also, I just want to say again that the Lost Milton Valley Railroad stream was so much fun. I loved it. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot as well. It was brilliant. I concur, loved watching it. Multiplayer will come once I've been able to update SP2. Oh, definitely yes. RC3 completion. Alright. It's complete RC3, which is basically the same as Platinum. Alright. By the way, nice sounds. Crickets. Nice. But with a few changes, the first 8 scrolls had a color change from red to green. Good night, bye. Enough with off-topic stuff. Looks amazing. Bye. Thanks again. See us. Reading chat for one last time. Bye. See ya, guys. Adios. Have a good night. And yeah, sleep tight.